So I kind of wanted to do a vlog for today. Yeah. My husband had to had to come to San Francisco for work. So I'm just here at the room, kind of minding my own business. Oh gosh, I want to show you guys. Do you guys see my birthmark here? So weird. I've always had this like weird birthmark on my forehead and I just noticed it like looking at myself on the camera. Today is like the first day. Yesterday we came into San Francisco and today is like the first like real like full day here. But yeah, I'm just sitting here like laying down. Well, not sitting, laying down. I'm not really doing too much. I'm actually on YouTube just like looking at other makeup tutorials. Like seriously. I'm like the weirdest person. I like make makeup tutorials and all my free time I like to look at makeup tutorials. Like how lame is that? I'm watching Aaliyah's face right now because she's awesome. Her hair is just like bomb. So I'm just sitting here just watching her. Maybe I should like incorporate like a makeup tutorial in this video. No less, give you my hardest, no rest. I just wanna do you right. I heaven in both ends, give you my hardest, no rest. I just wanna do you right, girl.
Hey guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. So this is going to be my second prom makeup tutorial. I was going through my comments and just looking at what everyone's been saying, like suggestions and stuff like that, feedback, and someone noted that I should do a makeup tutorial similar to my soft gold eye makeup tutorial. And I thought it was a great idea because I wanted to do something more neutral, like I said in my last video for prom, so that way you guys have a makeup look that can kind of go with anything. So I used that video as an inspiration for this look. For the lid color, I did something more metallic and in the gold type of family, but I kind of changed it up a little bit and made it the look a little bit more dramatic by adding a smoky winged liner, and I paired it with a nude like matte lip, so that way just in case you guys want to try something that isn't glossy, you have that idea of using a matte lip as well. But I really hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and yeah, if you'd like to see how I get this look, just keep on watching. Hey guys, so starting off, my foundation is already done as well as my brows. For my foundation today, I used the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the color NC45, and then for my brows, I've been loving the Becca Shadow and Light Brow Contouring Mousse, and I just cleaned up my brows and any imperfections that I possibly have made with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Warm Honey. And I also set that with a brow gel. This one is the Blank Brow Mousse in the color Auburn. So moving right along, I already primed my eyes and I'm using the Benai Luxury Banana Powder just to set the primer and make sure that it doesn't like move anywhere. And this is also going to help all the other eyeshadows that I put on later on apply a lot more smoothly. For my transition shade, I'm going to be using the color Creation from the Lime Crime Venus palette, and I'm just going to be placing this right above the crease. And I'm using the same brush. This is the Crown C200 brush again. Taking a Morphe 441 brush, I'm then going to go over the edges just to make sure they're nice and well blended. The next color I'm going to be using is Icon from the same palette. I'm going to be placing this directly onto the crease using the same brush. I'm also going to be using this color to map out my wing. I'm starting on the outermost portion of my lash line and I'm dragging the color outward and then bringing the color up and going in towards the outer corner to start giving it a more of a smoky effect. Next, I'm going to be jumping into the Bomb's Nude palette and I'm taking the color Serious. This is the black shade from the palette, and I'm going to be doing the same thing, going over that dark brown, and you want to just keep building this eyeshadow until you get your desired thickness and length of your cat eye.
Moving right along to my lid color, I'm taking ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow in the color Game Face, and I'm using a small brush from Real Techniques to place this all over the lid. I'm also going to go back in with my pinky finger with the color just to intensify the eyeshadow on the innermost portion of my eyes. To really intensify that cat eye, I'm then going to use a Milani Liquify eyeliner, and I'm just going to go along the outermost portion of the cat eye to really intensify the liner and give it more of a dramatic effect. Then I'm going to start cleaning that up using the same concealer that I used to clean up my brows. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, again in the color Warm Honey. Next, I'm going to go ahead and start priming my eyes for my concealer. This is the Becca Brightening Corrector, and I'm just going to be applying this directly under the eyes, and I'm using a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush to blend out any harsh edges. I just wanna do you Once that's on, I'm going to go ahead and use a MAC Studio Finish Concealer. This one is in the color NC30. When I'm using this concealer, I like to apply it onto the back of my hand first. I just scoop some out using the end of my brush and then place it on the back of my hand. The reason why I like to do this is because the body temperature warms up the concealer, so it loosens up the consistency of the concealer and doesn't make it as thick, and it makes it a lot easier to apply the concealer and blend it out later on. Then to blend out the concealer even more, I'm going to go ahead and use the Morphe M439 brush. This is the brush that I use off camera to blend out my foundation, and I'm going to go over the edges and make sure that it's really nice and well blended into the foundation. To set my concealer, I'm going back into the Benai Luxury Powder in the color Banana, and I'm just going to be setting any areas that I highlight with my Studio Finish concealer. Moving back to the eyes, I'm going to start smoking out the lower lash line. I'm using Creation from the Lime Crime Venus palette first. Then I'm going to be taking Icon from the same palette and applying that onto the outer third of the lash line. Then I'm going to be taking that black shade from the Nude palette and going over Icon and making sure that I get really, really close to the lash line, so that way when I put on my liner right now, it blends out a little bit more seamlessly. Just be thankful for what you've got. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac. To brighten the inner corners of my eyes, I'm using Rice Paper by MAC. For lashes, I've been loving the 35 lashes from MAC. I've had these lashes for a really long time, but for some reason I never really felt comfortable wearing them. But one day I just kind of tried them on and I really, really liked them. So I started stacking 2 of them, and I really liked the way that the lashes looked with 2 pairs. So I went ahead and applied those off camera. And then I'm going to be using the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced to blend my natural lashes into the falsies. Just be thankful. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in the color Dark. This is my all-time favorite powder to use for my skin. To contour today, I'm using MAC's blush in the color Blunt with a Morphe B4 brush, and I'm just going to be using this to contour the cheeks as well as the forehead and a little bit on the sides of the nose. Then I'm going back in with my powder brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going over my contour to make sure that the edges are nice and well blended and they're not too harsh. For blush today, I'm using a NYX blush in the color Cinnamon. I'm taking a very small amount of this with a very light hand. I didn't want a whole lot of color onto the cheeks. Then to highlight, I'm using a MAC pigment in the color Melon. I've been absolutely loving this pigment to highlight, so I'm using that to highlight the tops of the cheekbones, the bridge and tip of my nose, as well as the chin and my Cupid's bow. To start off my lips, I'm using the Meet Matte Hues liquid lipstick in the color Committed. Then I'm going to be taking Cork Lip Pencil from MAC and lining my lips right after. Then using Chestnut, I'm going to very lightly go over the edges of the lips, just kind of on the Cupid's bow and the center of the bottom lip. I saw Crispy do this in a lip tutorial. She used a slightly darker lip pencil, so I'm using the same technique with a different lip pencil. Then I'm going to be taking this liquid lipstick from Colored Rain. This one is in the color Sugar. It's a little bit lighter than the color that I applied on from before from the Balm. And I'm just going to be applying this onto the center of the lips. This is just going to really create the illusion of a fuller pout.
Thank you so very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment down below and leave any suggestions for any future videos that you might want to see, and also any suggestions that you'd like to see for prom makeup looks. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye!
Not like before. Can't you understand me now, baby? Please pull yourself together. Do it too.